When you're planning a trip to Disneyland Paris, the Newport Bay Club is almost impossible to ignore. It has an amazing location, just a 5-minute walk from the Disney Village and only 15 minutes to both parks. It's a large, family-friendly resort with most of the amenities you would expect from a 4-star deluxe resort. And it's often the most affordable option of the resorts that are walkable to the parks.
In this video, we're going to go over our experience spending 2 nights at the Newport Bay Club. We'll share a few things about the room that surprised us, why we actually went to another resort when we really wanted to relax, and if we would stay there again.
Our room at the Newport Bay Club was a standard 2-queen lakeview room. The rooms feature a nautical theme with details like captain's wheels on the headboard and porthole-inspired wallpaper featuring Mickey and his friends. It's cute, but it's not subtle.
Yeah, the theming felt more in line with a value resort or moderate. It was a little tired.
So there's a vanity with a mirror, a large television set, and a dresser for storage. The bathroom was decently sized with a tub and shower, and the sink area doubled as your luggage storage where you hung your clothes.
Yeah, there was like a curtain that went around everything so you could close it off, but it wasn't a closet.
Yeah, it felt a little cheap.
Yeah, well, it has most of the amenities you would expect if you're familiar with the deluxe resorts at Disney World or Disneyland. There were 3 differences that you might want to know about if you plan to stay here.
Yeah, first, there is a coffee maker and a tea kettle, which is great, but there's not a mini fridge. So I'd be aware of that if you have anything that needs to be kept cool. Like for us, we love to keep a couple of cans of brown water in the fridge so in the morning we can get our caffeine fix.
By brown water, he means like diet soda.
Yeah, brown water. The other surprise, I guess a little disappointment for me, was that the room didn't have a balcony.
That was a big bummer.
Yeah, most of the deluxe resorts at Disney World do have them, and we love sitting on them in the evening to unwind. So I found it a bit disappointing, but it did encourage us to walk to Sequoia Lodge where we sat on their patio, which was great.
But I think the biggest surprise, and it's such a little thing, is that there's no outlets by the bed. The closest was in the vanity, about 10 feet away, and we like to charge our phones on the nightstands and ultimately use power banks.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, I guess, for us, but for folks who have CPAPs or anything like that, it could really be an inconvenience. There was a USB outlet in our room, but it didn't work. And I guess that's kind of the theme of this room, to be honest. It feels really dated.
Yeah.
The furniture was dinged up, there were some stains on the curtains and the carpet, and even the wallpaper was starting to come loose.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel like a deluxe level room, especially for a deluxe level price.
Right. The location was amazing, though.
The location is amazing, and to go cheaper, you'd need to stay at a location that you had to shuttle in from.
Yeah.
So there is some value there. Beyond the room, the resort offers a few dining and lounge options. The Yacht Club is the primary sit-down restaurant, and there's also the Cape Cod Buffet. And while these looked fine, since we only had 2 nights, we actually made plans to eat at La Forêt Secret and at Waltz on Main Street.
We did make it to the Captain's Quarters bar. It had a decent selection of wine and beer and cocktails, but it was really small and very close quarters, very family friendly, so it got loud. So we walked over to Sequoia Lodge.
Sequoia was great. The Redwood Bar and Lounge atmosphere, it's much calmer, and the rustic, cozy vibe, I think it's really just maybe more our speed.
It was much bigger too. It's basically the entire lobby of the whole hotel, so you could spread out and you didn't have to be next to people.
Yeah, because if you don't like people, you should go to Disneyland. So, was the Newport Bay Club worth it? For me, for a short 2-night trip where you just need a bed and you're prioritizing a short walk to the park, it's a pretty good option. It gets you into the Lake Disney area for a lower price than some of the other high-end options. But next time, I'd probably want to stay at the Sequoia Lodge.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I like the vibe of Sequoia Lodge. Although the Newport lobby was beautiful. They had gift shops and places to eat and drink, and we had a lake view. It was very comfortable.
I think for me, though, Sequoia Lodge in 2026 is getting a complete refurbishment.
Oh.
And a lot of the things we've been talking about with the rooms feeling dated and things like that, they're just not going to be an issue, at least for the next few years at Sequoia. So if you're thinking about staying there, definitely figure out the refurbishment schedule. It starts in 2026.
Yeah.
I'd probably want to wait till it's complete.
Let the dust settle.
Yeah, but I'm really excited to check it out once it's done.
We want to know what you think, though. Does the lack of a fridge or those faraway outlets change your mind about staying here? Or is the 5-minute walk to the Disney Village worth it for you?
Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing about your experiences, and please share any tips that you have about staying at Disneyland Paris. So if you found this look inside the Newport Bay Club helpful, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more of our adventures. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the parks. Bye.